Anthony. Um, yeah, and thank you for taking your time to watch this video. So, pardon me for the quality of the video and the sound. It's something I had to do abruptly. So, kindly excuse me for this one time. I'll improve on the quality and sound of the videos we progress. So, why am I recording this video? Probably you might ask. Um, there's something that has been on my mind for quite some time now, and I've been having the push to do it, and also the pushback not to do it. But I felt led to start putting out these things. So I've had quite an extensive year where God has just uh, been teaching me a lot. Since probably end of last year to the whole of this year, God has been teaching me a lot of things. So I never used to be saved. Then God just, God happened to me in my life, and I don't know. Some things you can't explain unless you have gone through them. So God just happened in my life, and I came to know God, and the avenue that I came to know God was I I came to the understanding that life is spiritual. I've had experiences and things and a lot of things and patterns and all that, and yeah. So when you do your investigations, when you're keen enough, when the veil has been lifted, you start doing your own investigations. Then you realize that there are certain things, there are certain factors that affect this physical life more than just whatever we see. So you get to know that life is spiritual. Then I wanted to know more about spiritual things, more about spirituality. Then it led me to God, and then that's a whole other story. So God has been teaching me a lot. And one thing that I said when I came to salvation, I'm not going there to become another. What can I say? I wanted to go there to understand the things that I wanted to understand, which is my life, which is how spiritual aspects or how spiritual things affect our physical life. So that was what took me to finding or discovering God. And then in the process, I discovered God, and now it has been quite an interesting journey. He has been revealing this to me, He has been revealing a lot. And I think I have a lot of knowledge that I feel I should share, because I know as a fact that there are people out there going through the same things that I used to go through, going through the motions of life without even understanding what they're doing. You are working, but you can't even gauge the trajectory of your life, because you're working, you get paid at the end of the month. Then it's like you're on a cycle that you can't explain. So you get to understand that life is spiritual, and if you are not able to take a hold of your spiritual aspect of life, then you become like a puppet in the physical. Because in the I don't know if I've mentioned this, but there's a spiritual realm that affects each and everything that happens in this physical realm that we live in. So nothing happens to you by mistake or by chance. Everything that happens in your life has its origin in the spirit world. So you need to start asking yourself and looking at the patterns in your life, the things that have been happening to you. How many of those things are weird? How many of those things you can't explain? How many of them are cyclical, are in a pattern, Then I've discovered spirituality is just big. The spiritual aspect of man is big. You can't live life if you're not spiritual. Okay? Uh, First of all, I don't know how I can put it. You can't be wealthy in this world if you're not spiritual. Okay? People in the dark world, they use spirituality, they gain wealth the other way. Uh, if you're aligned to God and you're spiritual, God blesses you to acquire wealth. And then there's the others who are trapped in the matrix, whereby you work and then in your mind you always think that you are going to break out of that cycle of which you never. And it's no one has ever gained wealth from working. So if you don't understand these things spiritually, you'll spend your whole life doing the same things, expecting for different results, and then when you're old, that is when you come to realize that there's more to life than just the physical world. So why am I bringing out this video? uh, uh, Through my spiritual growth, I've understood a lot of things. I've understood the concept of wealth. I've understood how to communicate with God. And I'm not talking about religion. Religion is this going to church and then you jump and shout and you do these things and you never even really get answers for your life, because God designed spirituality to be an avenue where you can communicate to Him and you can receive feedback. So if you're not able to hear from God when you ask Him, then what really are you doing? So a lot of us are in church, but we are practicing religion. We are not spiritual. And God keeps on telling in the Bible that God is worshipped in spirit and in truth. So if God is a spirit and He requires to be worshipped in spirit, and you don't understand the spirit realm, you don't understand the spirit world, you don't understand the laws of the spirit, the principles, then what life are you living as a Christian? So I just felt led to okay, sorry guys, the first video it sort of broke in the middle while I was recording. So let me finish. I think I was talking about why I'm recording this video. So I think I really feel strongly that there are people out there who need this knowledge on spirituality. And for a fact, I know that there are a lot of people who are just going through the motions of life. You work, you get paid, the cycle continues. So uh, I'm going to make these videos. There'll be short videos just tackling a lot of things, about spirituality, the concepts, the terminologies, the laws, the principles, you know uh, defining God, uh, showing you how to communicate with God, okay, revealing ways in which God communicates, how to listen to God, how to get feedback, how to grow spiritually, how to be spiritually aware, sensitive when you're being warned, when you're being given communication, because God does communicate, but since most of us are spiritually ignorant, those things happen to pass us by. For example, your dream life is a very big avenue that God uses to communicate, but how many of us are aware? So there is a lot that is packed into these teachings or videos that I plan to release, and yeah, I'll just be releasing them how I'm led, and probably the videos will be much better, more clearer. Hopefully I will get better at this YouTube thing. I'm really not a fan of recording and all that, but I hope God will give me the grace to do it, so that this knowledge can go outside there and help someone, either one, improve your relationship with God so that you can hear God clearly for yourself, and you can establish a communication with God, and two, help a person or help someone find purpose in life, get a hold of your spiritual life so that you're able to control what happens in your physical life, and be able to know how to navigate in this life, not as a recipient but as someone who is in control and taking charge of their own life. Yeah. So thank you for watching. You can like the channel, subscribe. It's a new channel. I'm still learning on how to put up the channel, rectifying a few things here and there, so your support will be appreciated. Thank you.